Graveyards still alive. Break the immortal down to his demise. I make the moon blue. I make him pigs fly. Now I move mountains. I would have beaten the heart of a crash test dummy. I'm more so astounded. Yeah. Look up and beam to the stars so you can turn off the lights. I do the impossible, impossible.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Green Bay Packers. Mason Crosby of the Packers has it teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go. Down 52.
Tua getting it quickly out to Waddle. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Second down and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Tua now on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I don't see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. (6-0) our score after 1. They go back to the ground with Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Working from the gun. Rodgers. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum. because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
They'll run for it with Dillon. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And going deep for Hill. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. Tua going to throw. The defense rising to the challenge and sending them back on the side. The #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then, because he'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield, and oftentimes the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And they work this out past the 25. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks a running theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Well, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football. So the fake punt, a daring call this deep in their own end, and the end result, certainly not what they were hoping for.
I have to admit, I admire their daring, but I actually would like this play called better if it's between the 40s here. The problem is, even if the ball's not intercepted and it's just incomplete, you're still giving away half a field's worth of possession.
On play action, now Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the top. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
In motion right is Wilson. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
Second and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. In motion left is Wilson. On play action, here's Tua. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. The kick by Sanders is good, and that will do it for this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Throwing is Rodgers. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Dancing to his left. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I think they might have surprised them there, partner, because you try and guard the first down line first and foremost to stop them there, and they just went ahead and bypassed that in a big way and took a big shot downfield.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And complete once again to Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Watkins here. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. And again, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 13 yards out. And the Packers are back within a score. Crosby connects on the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Packers are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys love to run to the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
But these are the situations that really test a defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
The defense did its job in taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
Yeah, the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The kick by Crosby is good, and they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So they got the turnover, started a great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back now at Lambeau. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
Let's go now.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Out to his left. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So they don't get anything out of that completion. I guess when you run out of the pocket like he did there to the left, if you're going to throw it, you better gain some yardage.
And can you just hear the old school coaches right now? You threw it for no yards. They don't want the ball in the air unless something positive is going to happen downfield. In that case, they'd rather have the quarterback try and run it himself. Just take care of the ball. If nothing else, just slide and get down.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. looking to throw on second down. Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, this has not been going the way that he thought prior to the game. Probably figured he'd be able to throw a few more downfield, but he's having to run around for his life back there. They've already gotten to him a number of times. They'll keep coming after him in the pass rush. My advice, shorter passes. Get the ball out of your hand.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Out to the right here to Wilson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And they had it there so close to the goal line. A chance to take it across, claim the lead here in the fourth. Boy, that was a big, big mistake.
It really was, and as much as I want to give credit to the defense for making the play, I do tend to agree with you. That mistake, that's a chance to go in and take the lead. I mean, you're in great shape, yet you don't take care of the football. But they'll be going over that like crazy in the upcoming weeks.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And that's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Got a man, it's Tunyon. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Right there, he rose to the occasion late in a close game.
It's something he thought about, dreamed about, and worked on throughout his career. Because in these types of situations, he wasn't going to allow extra coverage to keep him from getting the football.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Back to throw, Rodgers. And And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track.
He's got a man complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. Wow.
Charles, what a big drive late in the fourth quarter to take this lead.
And normally you're really excited if your offense has the ball late in the game. But I think this crew is really excited to have their defense go back out there because they haven't surrendered a point in the fourth quarter yet. They've helped make this comeback possible with their defensive play. Now they get a chance to finish this game off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Flushed out right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Now Rodgers. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Rodgers to throw. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 18. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They'll look to throw. The left side completion to Jones. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. He'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Back to throw. They'll drop this underneath for Jones. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
He's back to throw. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete. Defensively now, one more play to stop. What are they looking for?
You want to take away their number one running option that you scouted and take away their number one receiver and see if someone else can beat you.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And he'll take this one in for the Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones finding the end zone for the game's final play. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Chargers. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. But I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Ready.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to send him back on second.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Slot man moves right. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 11. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Herbert with it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 16 yards is the pickup there, and a 1st down for L.A. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
In this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there, and look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete, but they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flush to his right. He's got a man complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Ready, go.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
So a failure to connect on 2nd down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And it's taken in at the 9. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now they've got to build another drive.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Herbert steps away. This is swung out to Eckler. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Herbert back to the air. Looking Austin Eckler's way again. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
We often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
And that one covering an even 63 yards in the air. Working with a 2nd and 4. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Just keeping the play alive. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Herbert on 1st down now. Escaping the pressure right. And I think the ball's out. And this will get out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage. So fortunately, they're able to hold on to the possession. The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. finds his target, Allen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Again, Herbert. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 7-3 lead, we'll see how aggressive they want to be. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Ooh, I like it.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. Gonna look deep for Wilson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Going deep here for Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right? Already have what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 34. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
A 51-yard attempt.
Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
He's got him in, complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Eckler now between the tackles. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Open man is Palmer. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown. Offensively, are you saying, let's go for this, let's try to get it in the end zone?
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Steps away to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 36-yard line.
They'll hand off here to Eckler. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Once more, here's Eckler. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
In motion right comes Allen. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right.
Got a move. It's complete. It's Palmer.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd? And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Chargers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Hopkins for the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
That's caught at the 25.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
And I tell you from our broadcast booth, because we're pretty close to the 50, we had the best view, a bird's eye view of that throw. And it was an absolute thing of beauty to watch. Never ceases to amaze me. The arms.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Raheem Mostert
from 10 yards out.
And the Dolphins have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score.
Chargers 16. Dolphins
after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. Being chased out left. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. From the gun, it's Tua. Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Now Mostert off the read option. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Let's go now.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads him into the end zone.
Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to take the lead here in the final minute. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I guess they could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away, as we just saw there.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now here's a timeout as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. His first attempt of the night here, and it's a big one. It's for the win. And he missed it. It's no good. And they'll remain down by 2. Well, this game can be downright cruel sometimes. You get your kicker set up with what should be, in theory, an easy one to win the ball game. Couldn't convert.